Hey, Maximizers! Welcome to my live. If this is your first time watching me, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name's Crystal, aka Crystal Maximizer, and I'm a content coach. And I help product based business owners create consistent content that converts into consistent sales so they don't have to hire influencers or run paid ads. I've been creating content on Beyonce's internet since 2018. I started off teaching women how to coupon, how to budget, how to meal plan, how to strategically shop so that way they could get what they want without paying full price. And in 2020, my clients started asking me, "Hey, Crystal, can you teach us how to start YouTube channels? Can you teach us how to start businesses? Can you teach us how to start side hustles because there's a pandemic and we want to make more money?" And I was like, you know what? Okay. It wasn't my goal or my intention or my focus to be a business coach. It was my goal to help my clients with their money, whether it was saving money or making money, didn't make a difference to me. My business coach at the time also was like, "Hey, Crystal, you're my star student. How about you come coach my clients?" And I was like, "What? Okay." So in 2020, it's safe to say I accidentally became a business coach. And what happened, and I didn't know that it was going to happen, is that I absolutely fell in love with business coaching. I absolutely fell in love with the opportunity and the way that I was able to help women take an idea from their brain and turn it into a profitable business that they love. It was so amazing to be able to help women with their existing businesses make a couple of tweaks and get more clients and get more sales. So I enjoyed it. And for 3 years, I did both. Forward facing, I was your coupon girl. I was teaching you all things couponing, budgeting, meal planning, strategically shopping. I was on the news a bunch of times. I was doing all kinds of brand deals. But behind the scenes, I was running one-on-one and group. Hold on. Why is it not playing? Oh, it is. I was running one-on-one and group coaching programs helping women with their businesses. And in 2023, I was kind of like having a 33-year-old crisis. And I was like, you know what? I want to do more. I want to focus, and I can't do more if I'm trying to talk to two different audiences. Because, contrary to popular belief, having one audience or one platform where you're trying to speak to two separate audiences is hard. So I said, you know what? I need to pick one. And I decided I wanted to be a business coach because nothing bad happens when women make more money. Nothing bad happens when women have the opportunity to provide for themselves and their family. When women make more money, they have more opportunity, they have more access, they have more ability to get more of what they want. And that's the impact I wanted to leave on the world. So I said, you know what? I'm a business coach. And I said, you know what? I want a platform dedicated to women who want to start and grow their businesses. And YouTube is my main platform. So I said, you know what? I'm going to start a second YouTube channel. I'm going to start a YouTube channel that's 100% focused on teaching women how to start their businesses. I wanted a YouTube channel where I focused on helping women grow their businesses, start businesses. So I had a specific audience that I was speaking to. So in 2023, I started my second YouTube channel, Build a Business with Chris, and it's Build a Business with KRYS. I started that YouTube channel, and that started my business coaching journey. And then in 2024, I had to get specific because the riches are in the niches. The more you niche down, the more you're focused, the more sales you're actually going to make in your business. I don't think that, especially in the beginning, it's best for you to do all the things and be all in all the places. I needed a specific focus. I was an anything business coach to anybody. And while I was helping people, I wasn't specific enough and I wasn't helping my ideal client. So I had to sit down and had a come to Jesus talk with myself and say, what have I done really well in my business? What is something that I have done exceptionally well, something that I do better than a lot of other people? And what have I helped my clients with? What is something that most or majority of my clients needed help with? The answer to that question was content. Through posting about couponing, about budgeting, about meal planning, I became a content machine. I was posting a 20 to 30-minute YouTube video every single day. I was posting 5 to 7 times per week, and I did that for almost 2 years. I was a content machine. From that content, I've been able to post over 2,000 videos to YouTube across both of my channels. I've gone live over 1,000 times, free like you're getting right now, and paid. I've run group co- pro- blah, blah, blah. I've run group coaching programs where I have gone live in those programs 2 to 3 times per week. I was going live 10 to 12 times for paid, and I was going live 10 to 12 times for free. So I was going live 20 to 25 times in a month. Okay, that's almost every day, sometimes twice a day. I'd go live to the public and then I'd go live in the private. So I've gone live a lot of times. From that content, I've been able to make over $400,000 on social media. From my content, I've been able to get 4 and 5 figure brand deals. I've been able to earn thousands of dollars from affiliates. I've been able to sell my coaching programs. I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars selling my coaching programs, and I've earned money directly from the platforms. I've got paid from all 4 big platforms. I've been paid from YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, okay? But none of that would not have been possible if I did not market myself and my business with my content. So content has been so crucial to my journey. It has made me who I am today. I am not Krista Maximizer without the content. So I said, you know what? I'm a content coach. I got specific. I'm a content coach for product-based business owners. When ironically, a lot of my clients have service-based businesses. But the point is, I am a content coach for business owners. Okay. Once I made that distinction, once I made that narrowed down, I actually signed more clients than when I was just a general everything business coach. And things have been great ever since. So I like to start all of my lives with a little version of my story so you know how I got here. So you know I just didn't start creating content yesterday. I actually last week just celebrated my 7-year anniversary of starting my YouTube channel. I've been creating content for 7 years, which is insane. I also celebrated my 6-year anniversary of being fired from my corporate 9-to-5 job, the last 9-to-5 I've ever had. And I've been in my business for 6 years, which again is insane to think about, that I've been on this journey for the past 7 years. So tonight, I want to give you some tips so that you can stop struggling with your content. A lot of people come to me. A lot of people have a lot of questions for me when it comes to content. And tonight, I want to talk to you about some things that some things that you can do to help you stop struggling. But before I dig in, I would love to know who's here. So let me know in the comments where you're watching from, what city, what state, what country are you watching from, and what platform do you create content on? So let me know in the comments where you're watching from, what city, what state, what country are you watching from, and let me know what platform you create content on. What is your number one platform that you create content for? So I'm in the Central Florida area. I actually live in Lake County now, and my main platform is YouTube. When I create content, I'm always creating it from a lens of how can I use this on my YouTube channel? And then I will diversify my offerings and show up everywhere else. When I plan my lives, I plan my lives for YouTube, and I just open up my cameras, and I also go live on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook at the same time because it doesn't cost me anything extra. So let me know in the comments where you're watching from, what city, what state, what country are you watching from, and then what is your main social media platform that you create content on, okay? And I'm going to share with you, I think I have 7, 8 tips for helping you to stop struggling with content. As someone who's been creating content for 7 years, I have struggled. I have struggled with different aspects of my life. One overarching struggle that has been a struggle of mine since I started is editing. Editing itself is not hard. I just don't like doing it. I can record a whole bunch of content. Editing it is sometimes where I have my hurdle because I literally just don't like doing the task, but I also don't have enough content to like realistically justify paying someone else to edit my content. Like I make a lot of content, but not enough to pay somebody. And I'm like, I'm not about to pay somebody $500, $1,000 a month to edit content when I have like 10 videos, 12 videos, even 15 videos. Like it's not worth it for me. So I'm like, that's one thing that I've struggled with over the years when it comes to content. I'm never struggling with what to post, how often to post. It's always like editing the video. I have so much content in my phone, and best believe it's coming. I don't care if y'all going to be seeing videos from May and June because that's where I'm at in my content. I don't care if y'all going to see that in August and September, okay? Because I'm going to unload the clip and I'm going to record everything, and I will eventually catch up to real time. But editing is something that I struggle with. But over the years, I've struggled with a multitude of things when it comes to content. And I've been able to come up with processes and things that have allowed me to not struggle with it so much. So if you're newer to your content creation journey as a business owner, hopefully these tips can help you. So my first tip for you is a tip that I feel like some people don't agree with, but I honestly don't care because it's effective for you if you are a business owner first and a content creator second. Focus on one main platform. If you are right now struggling with posting, if you're struggling with being consistent, you're struggling with trying to figure out what the heck to post, don't try to be on every single platform. It does not serve you to be on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Snapchat, Threads. It doesn't serve you to try to post in every single platform. That is not going to give you more of what you want. What you should do instead is focus on one main platform. And you can have one secondary platform if you want. But if your content feels overwhelming, you want to focus on one place. What does this help you do? This helps you streamline your content. This helps you focus on one type of audience. I have an audience on all of my platforms, but each audience is a little bit different. So when I'm thinking about my YouTube audience, I am making long form YouTube content. I do that a little bit differently than if I do my short form content that I would put on TikTok, or like my day in the life vlogs. Those are structured a lot different than my sit down talking head videos for YouTube. So when you focus on one main platform, you don't have to worry about the intricacies of all the other platforms. You can focus on one platform and one type of audience and one content creation method versus if you're posting on Facebook and you're posting on YouTube and you're posting on Instagram and you're posting on TikTok and you're posting on Threads and you're posting on Snapchat and you're posting on LinkedIn. Like each of those platforms is a little bit different. So if you focus on one, build your audience on one and then diversify. That's what I did. That's what I teach all of my clients to do. A lot of my clients come to me posting on 3, 4, 5 different platforms. We don't have time for that. We narrow it down and we focus on one main platform and one secondary platform. Okay. So be on one platform. Once you grow, you can diversify. When I started, I only posted on YouTube for almost the first 2 years. Now, my secondary platforms were Instagram and Facebook together. And literally, I'd post a video on YouTube and then I'd go to Instagram and Facebook and say, hey, I just posted a video on YouTube. Go watch it. Here's the link. Here's the title of the video. That's what I did for almost 2 years. I didn't rack my brain and create anything specific for Instagram or create anything specific for Facebook. I literally just took what I put on YouTube and dropped it over into Facebook. That's it. That's all. Okay. I grew over the years. Like in 2021, TikTok was like, hey, we'll pay you thousands of dollars if you post. And I was like, okay. So I posted on TikTok. And then that's how I was able to grow my TikTok following. And now I don't do any specific content. Like I'll respond to comments on TikTok, but all the videos I make them for YouTube Shorts. And then I just take my YouTube Shorts and put them also on TikTok and Instagram. Because again, over these past 7 years, I have unintentionally grew my audience on other platforms, but YouTube is still my main platform. Okay. My second tip for you is I want you to decide how often you actually want to post. It can't be, oh, I want to post every day. That sounds good in theory, but it's not always practical for your life and where you are in business. Hey, Barbara, thank you so much for those likes. Thank you so much for those likes. If this is making sense to you on TikTok, please go ahead, tap the screen. Let TikTok know that you're enjoying this live. Same thing on Instagram, okay? So how often do you actually want to post per week? Because every day sounds great, but is that a level of consistency that you can keep up? And the other thing I want to say is your goal for your social media should be consistency, not virality. Virality should not be your goal as a business owner. I'm a business owner first, a content creator second. My goal is to consistently show up every single week, not to go viral. If I go viral, great. But I want to go viral in front of the right audience, the audience that wants to buy what I'm selling. If I go viral in front of 1 million people, but only 100 of them want to start a business, not worth it. But if 10,000 people see my video and 5,000 of them need help or want to start a business, that's much more better for me. To have 5,000 people who are my ideal clients or 1 million eyeballs on my content, but only 100 of them want to buy what I'm selling. You see what I mean? So decide how often you actually want to post per week. I suggest 3 to 5 times per week if you're doing short form content. If you're doing long form content like a podcast or YouTube, I would suggest at least one piece of content per week, two if you can, but one long form content per week. And if YouTube is your platform, do one long form piece of content and then 2 or 3 YouTube shorts per week. And that'll really, really help your channel. And your shorts can literally be the same exact topic, the same exact information that you talked about in your long form video. So you really need to decide how often do you want to post. And a lot of people struggle in this aspect because they hear the people say you need to post 3 to 5 times per day. If you are trying to be an influencer or just a straight up content creator, be my guest. But as a business owner, if you are selling candles or you're selling chapstick or you're selling hair care products or you're selling makeup or you're selling hair, it doesn't necessarily serve you to post 3 to 5 times per day. Does this make sense? Yes or no? Let me know in the comments. So 3 to 5 times per week. And decide that up front. Because my next tip for you, my next 2 tips are for you, they're going to roll together, are you want to plan your content for the month. So if you know how often you want to post for the week, you can plan your content for the month. And I did a live yesterday on how to plan your content for the month. So if you're interested in that, please go to my YouTube channel, Build a Business with Krys. It's Build a Business with Krys. And when you go to that YouTube channel, find the live from yesterday. It literally says plan your content. And you'll be able to see how you can plan your content for a month. Thank you so much for the gifts and the likes. I appreciate it. And for those of you watching on TikTok, there's a form right here that you can fill out. Give me your name, your email, and your phone number, and I'll add you to the email list. For those of you watching on my couponing YouTube channel, just make sure you click the link in the description box and go subscribe to Build a Business with Krys, okay? So you want to plan your content for the month, okay? That's going to help you stop struggling with what to post every single day. But in order to plan your content for the month, you need to know how often you plan to post. If you are a business owner and you're struggling in the sense of every day you're trying to figure out what to post, you're doing yourself and your business a disservice. And that brings me to my next point. Stop scrolling on platforms for inspiration and trends. You are a business owner first and a content creator second. Set your own trends. Be you. Be authentically you. Don't try to see what everyone else is doing and do that. What do you want to do? How do you want to show up for your audience? How do you want to share about your business and your story and your industry and your products? Okay. Stop trying to see what everyone else is doing and do that. Instead, what can you do that's different? What is your secret sauce that sets you apart from everyone else? My secret sauce is that I am a content machine. My secret sauce is that I care about teaching you a strategy so that you can continuously be consistent. My secret sauce is we are batching our content for the month. We are not wrecking our brains and figuring it out one day at a time. Okay. My secret sauce is consistency overall. So, what sets you apart from everyone else? I'm teaching you a strategy. That was true for me when I was a coupon coach. I'm teaching you a strategy. I'll show you how to get stuff for cheap at CVS, but I want to teach you how to coupon. I'll show you how to create consistent content on social media, but I want you to be able to be consistent for years and years and years, even when you're not working with me. I want to teach you a strategy that you can implement, tweak to fit you and your business, and then you can do that month after month, week after week, year after year, okay? My next tip for you, if you're struggling with your content and you feel like your content isn't connecting, tell your story in video form. You should be creating video content. If you are a business owner with a product or a service that you're selling, you want to create video content. None of these stagnant posts. You can do a carousel, but no stagnant posts, no quotes, no you posting your product with music. Video content. Tell your story. We are in an era of storytelling. Tell your story of why you started the business, why you created your product, why you feel so convicted about this industry. Okay? You want to share the what and the why of your story, the what's and the why of your industry, and the what's and the why of your business. That's how you connect. So you can show us you making a candle and tell us the story of why you started making candles. Tell us the story of how you started making candles. Tell us the story about why you use your ingredients to make your candles. Tell us the story about why you chose your business name. Does this make sense? Yes or no? Let me know in the comments if this makes sense. Type yes in the comments. If this makes sense on TikTok or Instagram, please go ahead and tap the screen. Okay. Let me know if this makes sense. Tell your story in video form. People are nosy. They want to know. So in order to connect with your audience and build what we call the know, like, and trust factor, you got to tell your story. Okay. The know, like, and trust factor leads your audience to buy from you. Okay. My next tip for you, do like tasks together when it comes to your content. We call this batching. So come up with all your video ideas together. Come up with all your video outlines together. Record all of your videos in 1 or 2 settings. Edit your videos in chunks. And then my next tip, schedule your content. If you're struggling with being consistent and you're posting inconsistently, you need to plan your content, batch your content, and schedule your content. That's going to keep you consistent and that's going to help you not struggle. Okay? You have to schedule it out. You can schedule content on every single platform. Every single platform you can schedule out your content. It's going to keep you consistent and it's going to keep you from not waking up every day like, oh, it's Wednesday, it's my posting day. What do I post? No, you've already scheduled out your content for the week. You've already scheduled out your content for the past 2 weeks. It's going out. You don't have to stress or worry about it because you've scheduled it out. This is going to help you stop struggling. Okay. Does this make sense? Yes or no? Let me know in the comments if this makes sense. Drop a yes. If this makes sense on TikTok or Instagram, tap the screen. Okay. If you really want to stop struggling with your content, stop doing it alone. If you really want to stop struggling with your content, stop doing it alone and let me help you with your content. The doors are open. I just opened the doors to my brand new program called the Content Bootcamp. And this Content Bootcamp is an 8-week hybrid group and one-on-one coaching program where I'm going to walk you through what I just told you to do. I'm going to walk you through creating, planning, batching, and scheduling your content for 30 days. We are covering all things content from beginning to end. So we're going to start with choosing your video topics, and we're going to go all the way through editing and posting and scheduling your content. Okay, I was cold and now I'm hot. We are going to do all of it together. Together, Crystal, what do you mean? What do I mean is we're going to meet every single week for 8 weeks because it's an 8-week group coaching program that includes one-on-one time with me. So every week we're going to cover a topic. So like week 1, we're going to dig right into coming up with video topics and coming up with video outlines. I'm going to teach you how to come up with your video topics and how to create your video outlines. Then I'm going to give you time on our coaching call to do it. So it's not going to be one of those classes where you come, take a bunch of notes, and you half-ass take action. No, you're going to come, I'm going to teach, you're going to do. So when you leave week 1, you're going to have all your video topics for the next month. You're going to have your videos outlined for the next month. And whatever else I have, I can't remember off the top of my head, for week 1. So this Content Bootcamp is for you to take action in real time. When you leave the Content Bootcamp, you're going to already have posted content for 30 days. More importantly, you're going to have the strategy, my method that I walk you through to create your content for 30 days at a time. So you're going to be able to do that for month after month after month. But for these 8 weeks, we're going to do everything together. We're going to edit together. We're going to schedule together. We're going to come up with calls to action together. We're going to do everything together. You also, in addition to 8 weeks of live trainings with me on Zoom, meaning you can see me and I can see you and you can ask me whatever questions you want, you also get 3 one-on-one coaching calls with me. So everybody gets 3 30-minute calls with me, just me and you, to go over anything that you need more specific help with. You want me to look at what you have so far. You want me to give you specific feedback on the videos that you are about to record. Whatever it is that you want help with your business in regards to content, that's what we're going to cover in the one-on-one sessions, okay? I created this program because so many of my clients were coming to me and they're just like, I just need help with my content. Like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know why my audience isn't growing. I don't know why I'm not making sales. And I'm like, well, you're not consistent and you're not creating the right type of content. So I'm also going to teach you how to create connection content, because before you can sell anything, you need an audience of people to sell to. So we're going to talk about creating that connection content that's going to connect you with your ideal client. So when it's time for you to sell your products, you have someone to sell it to. So we're going to meet together for 8 weeks from September 15th through November 7th, and we're going to cover all things content. Today's the last day for my 48-hour promo sale. And during that 48-hour promo sale, not only do you get $100 off of the content bootcamp, you're going to get a content audit, meaning I'm going to put my eyes on your content and you'll get a feedback video. You also get an additional one-on-one coaching call with me. So instead of 3 calls, you get 4 calls altogether. So basically every other week of the content bootcamp, you get a one-on-one call, and then you get private one-on-one Voxer access, meaning you can voice message and text message me every single day with your questions. If our group calls are on Tuesday and you have a question on Thursday, you can just pop on into Voxer and say, hey, Crystal, I need help with blah, 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 and I will give you an answer. So that promo ends today. If you are on my email list, you got 2 or 3 emails today about it with the promo code. So you want to get that today and you get $100 off. The content bootcamp is only $997. So with $100 off, it's $897. That's a little more than $100 per week for everything that you're getting. And yes, payment plans are available with Afterpay, Klarna, and Affirm. So you don't even got to pay it all up front. You can break it up into as many payments as they will allow you. So Content Bootcamp doors are open right now, and we start on September 15th. So if you're on my email list, go check your email. If you're not on my email list, go to my website, get on my email list so you can get all the details. And my email list link is KristenMaximizer.com. If you're on TikTok, fill out the form. If you're on YouTube or Facebook, the link's in the description box. If you're on Instagram, the link is also in my profile to get on my email list and to get inside the content bootcamp. Okay. So I would love to open the floor for questions. Are there any questions about struggling with your content? If you don't have any questions, can you let me know in the comments? Was this helpful for you? Yes or no? Okay. Was this helpful for you? Yes or no? Big question we get all the time. What platform should I be on? What platform should I be on? And the answer to that question is you should be on the platform, number 1, that you want to be on. And number 2, the platform that your ideal clients are on. So whatever that intersection is, like the people who need their problem solved with your product, you want to be on that platform. But you also want to be on the platform that you want to be on, the platform you want to create content on, the platform you want to grow on, right? I don't primarily want to be on Facebook. So that is not my main platform. I'm not going to make it my main platform, right? YouTube is my main platform and TikTok is my secondary platform, right? So I would want to be on YouTube. You make the platform doesn't make you. You can be successful with your business on any platform. People are making millions of dollars on every single platform. There's opportunity and audience on every platform. So you just have to pick the one and be dedicated to it. That's why it doesn't benefit you to be in all the places all the time. It benefits you to focus in on one main platform and focus there. Okay? So that's the big question I usually get. We already talked about how often should you post. I get that question a lot. Yeah, those are the 2 questions I get most often. So I don't see any questions popping up here. Should you have any questions after the live, please go ahead and send me a DM over on TikTok or Instagram at Kristen Maximizer. Those of you on my email list, go check your email because another email went out about the content bootcamp and you will be getting another one this evening as well. So I want to thank you all for joining the live for tonight, and I will hopefully see you tomorrow. Bye.